Growing up the older sister of an autistic individual with extensive support needs, I've witnessed the challenges and complexities accompanying a disability diagnosis in navigating an ableist, often misinformed world. Since my sister and I are only 22 months apart, I've always supported her unique interests and tried my best to accommodate her special needs on our adventures. She's always been my sister first, a kind and thoughtful woman who sees the beauty in all things, especially the Beatles, the Peanuts, playing arcade games, and Christmas ornaments. However, others see her first for her echolalia, occasional public outbursts, and headphone usage, not willing or able to look past her disability. Her honesty, perseverance, and joy inspire me to fight for authentic representations of disability and uplift underrepresented voices in our local community and beyond. In my lived experience caring for my sister, I've observed that there often emerges a discrepancy between what well intentioned policymakers, administrators, or other higher ups think is best for the disability community compared to the community's actual needs. For example, caring for my sister has opened my eyes to issues both my family and other families in our community with children with potentially disruptive behaviors face. Such as how to support positive, respectful relationships with emergency service personnel in traffic stops and other situations with the potential for escalation. Accordingly, I strive to find opportunities to promote my sister's autonomy and look for ways to incorporate her opinion, even in an ostensibly simple task such as selecting her daily outfit or choosing a song for her gym walking playlist. Since I must rely on behavioral cues or brief phrases to understand her needs, I'm constantly pushing myself to learn more about adaptive communication so that I may better understand her, instead of the onus being on my sister to understand me and other neurotypical communication practices. In my next step as a public policy graduate student at USC, I aspire to elevate and empower disabled voices in and beyond my family when co creating policy solutions informed by their trials and triumphs that will address structural and attitudinal barriers to full societal participation. Furthermore, with graduate training in optimal strategies to promote authentic inclusion of disabled self advocates and allies, I hope to increase accessibility and representation of diverse voices in policy creation and communication, so I may represent my constituents' input in policies that will impact their everyday lives and livelihoods. If selected for this scholarship, I will be able to engage more deeply with the Southern California disability community by dedicating time otherwise spent working to cover my tuition, enriching myself in nonprofit community endeavors. This experience would be instrumental in supplementing my coursework in public policy, participatory methodology, and would support me to become a more well-rounded policymaker and disability advocate. Thank you so much for your time and consideration.